Yeah, I will be starting now. So let's start the game. So here is the first question for you. There is the first question. What is this GCP stands for? Nice. Let's see the leaderboard. Who is the first? So it's Hriday Mittal in the first position. Yeah, keep it up. The next question is for, yeah guys, this is the next question for you. Uh, nice. Yeah, let's see the leaderboard again. Its first position is UB, second is Surendra, and Tarun, third position. So your next question. Here is the next question for you. Cloud computing has how many fundamental characteristics? Your options are 5, 6, 8, and 2. Nice. Let's see the leaderboard. Now the first position for is Danish, and next Tarun, and next Ishan. Good. So
I got three.
now moving on to the fourth question. How many ways to interact with Google Cloud? Your options are 6, 4, 3, 5. Okay. Now let us see the leaderboard again. Now first position is moved on to Tarun, and second is Yashraj, and third position is for Bhavesh. Here is the fifth question. Which of the following is the feature of a cloud storage? Nice. Let's see the leaderboard. Now the first position is AA dot infinity 88, and second position is for Tarun, and third position is for Yash Raj. Right. Here is the sixth question. Google is the biggest cloud provider company. Is it true or false? Okay. Let's see the leaderboard. The first position is AA dot infinity 88 at the strike, and Tarun for second position, and Yash Raj for third position. Right. So next, move on to the seventh question. Who is the CEO of the Google platform? Let's see the leaderboard again. Now first position is for Tarun, and second is for AA dot infinity 88, and third position is for Yash Raj. Nice. Now move on to the eighth question. You are developing application that transport large video files. Which storage option is the best choice for the application? Great. Let us see the leaderboard. The first position is A dot infinity 88, and second position is Tarun, and third position is Bhavesh. Keep it up. So move on to the ninth question. The cloud platform, the Google Cloud Platform was launched in. Nice. The leaderboard is first position is for A dot infinity 88, and second is for Tarun, and third is for Bhavesh. Nice. Now move on to the last question. In Google Cloud Platform, you cannot increase RAM of deploying VM instance. Is it true or false? Okay, let's see the leaderboard. Third position is for Bhavesh, and second position is for Tarun, and first position is for, let's see, is A dot infinity. Great.
So now I'll be walking you through the process of registering for the Qwiklabs. So I'll be sharing my screen. So I guess most of you have already registered for that, but yeah, I'll share my screen and tell you the whole process so no one will be lagging behind. So yeah, just confirm me in the chat if my screen is visible.
Pranav, it's visible.
Okay, yeah, it's visible. So yeah, first you have to make sure that you are in incognito mode. That's a very important step. So most of you would already have received this particular mail. Congratulations, you are enrolled in the program. So in here, there is something called enter your code. So I just click on this particular thing and it will redirect me to this particular page. And in this mail only, we have this access code. So you just have to copy that till here. Go here and just paste it here and just check on this box that I'm not a robot and then just click on submit. So now what will happen is, and make sure that you are not already signed in to the browser. After doing this process, then just click on sign in and sign in from the same email ID, same Google account that you have registered while filling up the form. So as you can see now I am signed in, and now if I check, okay, it shows 0 credit. So it might happen to all of you. So you have to be careful with the steps. So let me do the same process again. So let's say if this happens with you as well, you are not getting the 9 credits. So you will be getting 9 credits here, but right now I'm having 0 credit. So what you have to do is you have to do the whole process again. So in that way you will have the thing. So let's say I'll sign out again and I'll go to this email again and then just click on enter your code again. So it's a bug in this particular thing. Lots of people are having the same issue. So yeah, just keep on trying for 1 or 2 times. You will surely get the thing. Okay. So now I'll just re-enter the same code again. Click on I'm not code and then submit. And then I'll try to sign in again. Yeah, now you can see I have 9 credits. So yeah, the first time it didn't work, but yeah, this time it worked. So after you have received 9 credits, so you can also see that I have received 9 credits. You have 9 credits. Okay. So now what you have to do is the second step is you can see there is a lab known as a tour of Qwiklabs and Google Cloud. And yeah, one more thing, as Prerna mentioned, like if you are doing in Firefox or something and it's still not working for you in incognito mode, I'll prefer to use either Chrome, or if you are using Brave browser, then try to do with Brave. So you will have no issues in getting the 9 credits. So after you have got the 9 credits, then you have to click on this particular lab. So now something like this would appear. So you just have to click on start the lab, and after that your lab would be started. So on the left hand side you can see we have something called open Google console, username, password, and GCP project ID. So what this thing is doing, it is creating an instance in a GCP, like a new account in a GCP, which have the username and password, this that is already mentioned, and this account is only valid till the time of the lab. So it's now 44 minutes, so yeah, it's valid only for 44 minutes. So this is the process that how Qwiklab works, and in the further slides, Prerna would be explaining you more about how you will be doing your machines and lab in the Qwiklabs. So you can go through this whole thing, whole documentation and over. But right now, just to make it short and tell you the process of registering successfully. So there would be some questions here. So you can all read about this thing. I am not reading about all those things because it will take some time. It's just for the registration, so we are skipping that part. But yeah, surely in the further slides, Prerna will be explaining you each and everything in detail. So yeah, so the first question here says the build a temporary environment in Google Cloud. So as I told, yeah, this is a temporary environment for valid for only 45 minutes. So we will say yeah. The start lab button will create a temporary environment and we'll just say submit. If the answer is correct, a tick would appear, and uh, just like that, we have to fill all the questions available. So the second question says when the timer reaches 00, you will lose access to your temporary. So as I mentioned, yeah, you will lose the access. So you can just click on true and then submit. And after that, we have this. Some labs have tracking, which scores your completion of hands-on lab activity. So what this particular means? So let's say if you are doing some lab or something, so it will track your progress. Like for example, this tick mark is a progress. So it will add the when you end the lab, it will check if you have already completed all the questions and each and every question has a tick mark on it. If any of the question is not attempted or maybe is wrong, then your lab would not be successfully completed. So we can say yeah, true, and we'll just click on submit. And then here, in order to receive completion credit for a lab that is tracking, you must complete the required hands-on lab activity. So yeah, we have to complete all the activities. So we'll just say true. So it's a basic question just to walk you through how Qwiklab actually works. So it's not related what you will be learning. It's just how you will be using Qwiklabs. So yeah, here is one more thing. Now we'll be focusing on this thing. So it's saying that we have to click on Open Google Console. So what it will do is it will create a temporary instance, as I mentioned already. So this is the username that we'll be using, and this is the same username here, and the password for that would be this. So I'll just copy that and paste the password here, and then it will ask you to accept the terms and conditions. Just click on accept. And now your GCP is already there, and right now maybe it's confusing for some of the people, but you will be like don't get confused, it's not that complex. Srishti will be walking you through the whole dashboard, like what each and every button do, what each and everything is meant to do. So don't get confused, you will be covered in the left further slides. Okay, so now we are going to the further steps here. Okay, so it's talking about the task one. We have already signed up and we have gone through all this process and we are here right now. Okay, so now the thing is saying that we will test your understanding. So first the question is, what field is not found in the left pane? So this is the left pane. So we have open Google console. Yeah, we have that field. We have project ID. We have that GCP project ID. We don't have the system admin. We just click on that and submit. So yeah, it's a very simple thing. What you are seeing is in the question. So yeah. And then the username is in the left panel, which resembles this. So yeah, it's resemble this. So we will just say true, and then again submit. Okay, then we'll go to this thing. So this question says an organizing entity for anything you build with Google. So we will say username and just click on some. It's wrong. Uh, Sorry, Google Cloud project. I was wrong here. So yeah, you have to click on Google Cloud project and just click on submit. And next question is Qwiklab resources is shared read only with all Qwiklab users, which means that you cannot delete or modify it. So yeah, it's you can say set as true and just click on submit, and this will be correct as well. So these are some like maybe 5 to 10 questions that you have to solve mandatory. So while you are doing this process of getting your credit, so as you can see, we have right now 9 credits, right? And 9 credit is not possible to complete the whole lab for the whole 30 days. So they have planned a monthly subscription for you. So in order to get the monthly subscription, we are going through all this process. So yeah, the next question is Qwiklab resources is the project where you run all your lab and steps. So yeah, we'll say true and submit. Sorry. Not all your lab. So Qwiklab resources is only for this particular lab. It's saying for all your lab. So I was wrong here. So just click on false. Okay. Now we have to do some practical thing as well. So the next question is offer quick access to the platform services and also outline its offering. So we can say navigation menu. So it offers a quick access to everything. So this particular thing, we can easily navigate to each and everything. So that's why we are seeing navigation menu and somewhere. And then we have permitted roles set for project level and otherwise specified control access. So yeah, we can say true. Then we have provide all viewers permission plus permission for action that modify state such as changing existing resources. So we can say editor role. So either you can remember all those things and do that, or you can walk through all the process, read everything that's written here. So right now I'm doing it on myself. That's why few of the questions are also going. But if you read each and everything, you will like know the answer already. So you don't have to worry about that. I'll prefer to you to read each and everything that's mentioned there. So you will not have any wrong answer or something. Okay. So we have this one last theoretical question, then we'll be moving on to the practical thing. Okay, so when you start a lab in Qwiklab, you need to enable API in your project to start working. So no, we don't need to enable anything. It's done automatically. So we'll just say false. Okay. So now moving on to the practical thing. So now we'll go to here and you can see there is some activate cloud shell here. So we'll just click on here. It will initiate a cloud shell for us. It will take a few seconds depending on your internet connection. Then this prompt will appear and just click on continue. So we just copy this thing, paste it here. Then it will ask a prompt to authorize. Just click on authorize. Then go here. It will show something like this that we are already seeing. You can see this thing is exactly same with this thing. Then you can go to the next tab. It says touch test.txt. So what this touch do, it's create a file for you. So we can write this. So now we'll have a file called test.txt. And after that, we can just skip this fourth step because it's just for checking if the file is created or not. Then we can run this particular thing. Nano test.txt. So this particular thing is to edit the file that we have created, test.txt. So I'll just run this and yeah, you can see the same thing is appeared here already. And we just copy this thing, paste it here, and we can do Control O. This file kind of thing would appear. Just click on enter and then Control X. So now your file is saved. To verify, you can do cat. Cat is for checking what's the content in the file. So I'll write the file name cat test.txt and you can see it's already there. So if you can see, we have already reached to the last step and everything is already there. So now we are sure that we have completed all the things available in this lab. So what we'll do is we'll just click on end lab. It will ask you to submit that are you sure you have completed and attempted all this thing. So I'll just click on submit. I just keep them waiting and I will submit. Yeah.
Uh, Scroll
Okay.
down.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah.
So now you can see, yeah, sorry for that mistake. So yeah, if you click on 9 credits, so you will get the monthly subscription. So now you are on the monthly subscription, and that's the process of getting the subscription, and then you can start with the 30 days of out. So thanks to Twitch for helping. And this is the registration process. I know it's a little complex. You will face a lot of bugs, but yeah, you will go through that. And if you are facing any issue or anything, so you can anytime contact. So now I'll be passing on to Sairam again. So thank you for listening. Hope the registration process is clear for you. So Sairam, now you can continue.
Thank you, Pranav. Just a second. Is my screen is visible to everyone? Can anyone acknowledge me?
Is visible.
Thank you, Utkarsh. So, um, I hope you all enjoyed that quiz which I have conducted that. So now moving on, no, now moving further on to the another topic of our event, that is uh, cloud career in cloud. So in today's scenario, the world's IT world, cloud computing is most demanding and fastly growing domain. Nearly 90% of the companies have moved on to the cloud for better services. If you are planning to build a career in cloud, there are some prerequisites to perform and you have to learn that. So some of the programming languages that you have to learn are Java, JavaScript, and Python. Database and management programs such as SQL, NoSQL, and Linux, artificial intelligence and machine learning, understanding the experience with cloud technologies like Google Cloud Platforms, AWS, which is Amazon Web Service, and Microsoft Azure, etc. So there are many platforms of job search platforms that are there are basically some two or three platforms are there. They are cloud engineering, cloud security engineering, front end back end developer, sysops administrator, develop operator engineer, and solution architect, and so on. So moving on to the Google Cloud certifications, there are some of the certifications which you have to perform in the career of the Google Cloud in the cloud education, that are Google Cloud Digital Leader, Cloud Engineering, Cloud Architecture, and so on. So now I am giving the event to Git Kaushik to continue his presentation.
Thanks, Sairam. Hi, everyone. I'm Geet, GCP instructor for this event. Till now, we talked about career in cloud, cloud computing in higher education, cloud certification, etc. So, some of you might have a doubt now, what is cloud? Are we talking about clouds we see in sky? So, the answer is no. There is actually the big data server that are accessed over the internet from anywhere. Taking an familiar clouds which store water in them, these technical clouds store data in them. So now you might get a little more idea what is cloud. So moving on to the next slide. Now you may ask, why cloud if everything can be done physically? See, cloud computing has five fundamental characteristics, or you can say advantages over physical servers, which makes it more preferable. First, cloud computing customers use an automated interface and get the processing power, storage, and network they need without the typical complete complex configuration required when building physical servers on demand and self-service. Second, resources are accessible over a network from any location, which provides broad network access. Third, providers allocate resources to consumers from a large pool, allowing them to benefit from the economies of scale. The resources exist in multiple locations all over the world. You just have to decide the available geographic location you wish to utilize in simple resource pooling. Resources are elastic. If you need more resources, you can get rapidly, and when you need less, you can scale back, giving another benefit rapid elasticity. Finally, you pay only for what you use or reserve as you go. If you stop using resources, you simply stop paying, which means major services. So this should clear all your doubt now. Now moving on to the next slide. So now let's talk about services which we get by cloud. With the infrastructure as services like IaaS, the service provides the underlying architecture for you to run servers. The resources to run are provided, but it's up to the user to manage the operating system and applications. Next, PaaS, platform as service, takes it one step further. Now the entire environment will be managed for you by the user, for you, the user, and all that is required of you is not managed, is to manage your application. Sorry. The operating system layer will be managed as part of the service. For software as service SaaS, the infrastructure, platform, and software is managed for you. All that's the required is that you bring your data to the system, and few commercial example of SaaS include SAP and Salesforce. Now moving on to the next slide. Yeah. Many of you heard people saying that data will be the future crude oil. It will be very crucial for everyone. So, and Google believes that in the future, every company, regardless of size of the industry, will differentiate itself from its competitors through technology. That technology will be in the form of software. Great software is centered on data. Therefore, every company is or will become a data company. Google Cloud provides a wide variety of services for managing and getting value from data at scale. As you can see in the map, sorry, next slide, please. Yes. As you can see in the map, Google's data center around the world are interconnected by Google networks, which by some publicly available estimate carriers as much as 40% of world internet traffic every day. This is the largest network of its kind on Earth and it continues to grow. It's designed to provide the highest possible throughput and the lowest possible latencies for the applications. Now let's services provided by GCP. So Google Cloud's products and services can be broadly categorized as compute, storage, big data, and machine learning. Leveraging compute can include virtual machine via compute engine, running in managed platform using Google, deploying applications in managed platform like app engines, running event-based serverless code using Cloud Function or running stateless container as managed servers like Cloud Run. Moving on to next slide with storage. A variety of managed storage options are also available as well. For unstructured storage, there's cloud storage. For managed relational database, there's Cloud SQL or Cloud Spanner. And for NoSQL, there are options like Data Store or Cloud Bigtable. Now let's talk about something more interesting. Managed services dealing with big data and machine learning are as follows like big data. If you are unfamiliar to this term in simple word, it means extremely big and complex sets of data. Under this, GCP provides services like BigQuery, PubSub, Dataflow, Dataproc, and AI platform notebooks. Now let's talk about machine learning. You may heard of this term. Under this, GCP provides services like AI Platform, Vision API, Speech to Text API, Cloud Transition API, Auto ML, etc. Now you may all have an idea about what is cloud and what is GCP. So now starting with the solid platform with Srishi. Thank you. Thank you everyone.
Hello everyone, I'm Srishti and welcome to the module Start with the Solid Platform. There are 4 ways to interact with Google Cloud. The first is Google Cloud Console. It's a web user interface. Then we have Cloud SDK and Cloud Shell. That's a command line interface. Then we have REST-based API for custom applications and Cloud Console mobile app for iOS and Android. And we'll discuss each of them in turn. The Cloud Console provides a web-based user interface for you to manage Google Cloud projects and resources. So basically, the Cloud Console serves as a centralized console for all of your project data and lets you execute common tasks using simple mouse clicks with no need to remember commands or avoid typos. When you use the Cloud Console, the resources that you create are done so in the context of a specific project. So you can create multiple projects. So you can use projects to separate your work in whatever way makes a sense for you. For example, you might start a new project if you want to make sure only certain team members can access the resources in that project, while all other team members can continue to access resources in another project. The Cloud Console is also great for developers. Cloud source repositories provide Git version control to support collaborative development of any application or service. The Cloud SDK is a set of command line tools for Google Cloud. You can run these tools interactively or in your automated scripts. Cloud Shell also provides you with command line access to your cloud resources directly from your browser, but without having to install the Cloud SDK or other tools on your system. The utilities you need are available, up to date, and fully authenticated when you need them. The Cloud SDK and Cloud Shell will be discussed in more detail later in this module. The Cloud SDK includes client libraries that enables you to easily create and manage resources. Google Cloud Client libraries expose APIs for two main purposes. That's App API provide access and Admin API offer functionality for resource management. Logging into the Cloud Console. From a browser, go to console.cloud.google.com. If you haven't already logged into your account, then you should, and the system will prompt you to enter your credentials. After you log in, the Cloud Console will display and the details of your default project. Just like here, you can see the project info, the APIs, the resources, and etc. Interacting with the Cloud Console. All Google Cloud services are accessible through the simple menu button in the top left corner. You can pin frequently used services to this menu. For example, in this, you can see Kubernetes engine, and further it has clusters, workloads, services, applications, etc. Every Google Cloud service you use is associated with a project. Projects are the basis for enabling and using Google Cloud services, like managing APIs, enabling billing, adding and removing collaborators, and enabling other Google services. Each project is a separate account, and each resource belongs to exactly one. Projects can have different owners and users. They are built separately and they are managed separately as well. Resource Manager provides ways for you to programmatically manage your projects in Google Cloud. You can access Resource Manager through an RPC API or maybe a REST API. With these APIs, you can get a list of all projects associated with an account. Create new projects, update existing projects, or maybe delete them. You can also undelete or recover projects that you want to restore. Projects have three identifying attributes. That's the project ID, project name, and project number. Each Google Cloud project has a name and project ID that you assign. The project ID is a permanent, unchangeable identifier, and it has to be unique across Google Cloud. While a project ID will be generated automatically, you can also edit it. However, this must be done while creating the new project, as it cannot be modified afterwards. In general, project IDs are made to be human readable strings, and you'll use them frequently to refer your projects. Then we have creating a project. Now, to create a project, click on the name of the current project in the upper left portion of your screen, as you can see in the slide right now. Then further, while you're creating a project, a list of all current projects will be displayed. Select the new project option on the right hand side. When the new project screen is displayed, give your project a name. You have the option to use the auto-generated project ID or create your own by clicking the edit option. Project IDs must be globally unique. Select the appropriate billing account and organization, and then click the create button. Now, how billing works for BigQuery, cloud storage, VMs, cloud networks, and cloud APIs. Billing in Google Cloud is set up at the Google Cloud project level. When you define a Google Cloud project, you link a billing account to it. This billing account is where you will configure all your billing information, including your payment option. You can link your billing account to 0 or more projects. projects that you don't link to any billing account can only use free Google Cloud services. Your billing account can be charged automatically and invoiced every month or at every threshold limit. You can separate project billings by setting up billing sub accounts. Some Google Cloud customers also resell Google Cloud services, which use sub accounts for each of their own clients. The Cloud SDK is a command line interface for Google Cloud products and services. That is G Cloud, GSUtil, PQ. The Cloud SDK is a set of command line tools that you can download and install onto your computer of your choice. And you can use to manage resources and applications hosted on Google Cloud. The G Cloud CLI manages authentication, local configuration, developer, workflow, and interactions with Google Cloud APIs. The Cloud Shell is an alternative to the Cloud SDK. Now, using Cloud Shell, you can manage your projects and resources easily without having to install the Cloud SDK or other tools locally. The Cloud SDK command line tools and other utilities are always available up to date, and they are fully authenticated as well. Your Cloud Shell virtual machine is ephemeral, which means that it will be stopped whenever you stop using it interactively, and it will be restarted again when you re-enter your Cloud Shell. You get 5 gigabytes of persistent disk storage that is reattached for you every time a new Cloud Shell session is started. Cloud Shell also provides web preview functionality and built-in authorization for access to Cloud Console projects and resources. Then we are starting with Cloud Shell. Now, as you can see in the slide, to start Cloud Shell, you have to click on the Activate Cloud Shell icon in the upper right side of the screen, which is marked with a red square. Then the Cloud Console and Cloud Shell. The Cloud Shell terminal will appear on the lower portion of your window. Options including launching the Cloud Shell, code editor, and opening Cloud Shell in a new page can be performed using the toolbar on the upper right corner of your Cloud Shell. The Cloud Shell code editor is a tool for editing files inside your Cloud Shell environment in real time within the web browser. Basically, this tool is extremely convenient when working with code-first applications or container-based workloads because you can edit files easily without the need to download or maybe upload images. You can also use text editor from the Cloud Shell command prompt. Manage Google Cloud services from your Android or iOS device. The Cloud Console mobile app is available for iOS and Android and offers many capabilities. It allows you to stay connected to the cloud and checking billing, status, and critical issues. To see the health of your service at a glance, you can create your own custom dashboard showing key metrics such as CPU usage, network usage, requests per second, server errors, and much more. You can take action to address issues directly from your device, such as rolling back a bad release, stopping or restarting a virtual machine, searching logs, or even connecting to a virtual machine via SSH. The monitoring functionality allows you to view and respond to the incidents, errors, and logging. If you need to, you can even access Cloud Shell to perform any G-Cloud operation. Thank you so much, everyone. Now, Prerna will give you all a proper tour of Qwiklabs and Google Cloud.
Hello, is my screen visible?
Prerna.
Okay, so good evening, guys. Now that you have got to know so much about the Google Cloud and its resources, let's switch to the platform that will be of the tracks offered by the Google Cloud. So it's Qwiklabs basically, and which Pranav has already told you about. Qwiklabs provide us the lab learning environments that help those people who are getting started in a tech stack like Google Cloud and want to get a hands-on experience um, working with the leading cloud platform and software. So here we have our new lab, which is to create a virtual machine. The first task is says that we have to create a new instance from the cloud console. So in this section, we'll learn how to create a predefined machine types with the compute engine. So I have already opened the Google console here, and I am ready to display the process for creating this virtual machine. So we will go to the compute engine menu, and here we will select the VM instances option. Okay, so now we will be creating a new instance since it's a new account. You have to coordinate with the instructions also so that you may not lose track at any point. And for creating new instances, there are certain parameters that had to be taken care about. Some like their name of your VM instance, region, zone, series, machine type, boot disk, and firewalls. Region is according to the continents, and zone is further the subcategories of these continents. So, since we are said that the name of this lab is GCE lab, we are going to name this lab. There was some technical issue. We are really sorry for this. I'm creating our GCE lab instance once again. Okay, and since we are said that the region is US Central 1 and the zone is US Central 1F, and here we are also recommended that the series of will be used as N1. So here is our N1 series option, and the machine type is the same as default. So some things can be already set for you because you are actually beginning here. Yes, it's all set. And here we have to allow the HTTP traffic as recommended. So everything is set already. So further, what it actually says we have to click on SSH to further install this Nginx web server to actually operate this virtual machine. Okay, here we have this. So to install this Nginx web server, first we have to get the root access. And then as the root user, we have to update our operating system, which is in the VM instance that we have created on our Google Cloud. So once it's updated, we need to we will be verifying the whole set of instructions here. It's a sample output. And now we will be installing the Nginx web server. Since everything is on cloud, we need to keep track of every single command. Okay, the things are processed as of now. So now that the Nginx web server is installed, we will be confirming that if Nginx is actually operating. Okay, so if these 4 instructions are well displayed, so there is no issue here. And yes, the output is also the same. And to actually check that Nginx is actually operating, how will we verifying? Here is our external IP provided. You can simply click on this and the welcome to Nginx web server is displayed. So this confirms that whatever steps we have done as of now, they are the same. And while checking the progress, it's correct, I guess. It will actually correct GC lab. Okay, so the next step to create the new instance with gcloud. So to create the new instance, first we need to activate our Cloud Shell. So for creating a VM through through Cloud Shell, we don't need the support of the GCP console, the whole console. Here we will be running a few commands. If anybody has any doubts while operating, they may ask here, or else we can also have a doubt session regarding this. Thank you. Now over to Pranav.
Sorry for that, guys. Maybe she's facing some network issues, so it's not able to process the whole request. But yeah, I guess you all get the process how you have to go through all the thing, and it's also getting a little long. So lots of people would be getting bored as well. So that's why we have skipped that part. So yeah, I'm getting few mails for few people. So yeah, so they are telling that they are not familiar with the tracks right now. So I'll go to the tracks once again. Sairam, can you go to the tracks once again that we have on the top, track 1 and track 2? Yeah. So this is track 1, cloud engineering. So we have this 6 tracks. So we will be sharing this slide with you as well for the track 1 and track 2. So you will be able to know what are the tracks that you have to perform. And also if you go on the website of the GCP, you will also see the tracks there as well. So we will also share the link. So maybe Utkarsh and someone can share the link on the chat. So you can just directly go to that particular link and see all the track for the track 1 and track. And the second question I was receiving was regarding the that some of you have not got the mail and is not able to start the lab. So first of all, if you are 100% sure that you have successfully registered and you have seen the confirmation message after registering that you will get a mail and you have registered and completed this form, then it's fine. You will definitely get a mail. Most probably by tomorrow or maybe by today evening as well. Maybe you will get the mail by today 9 as well. So if you didn't get the mail, just check your spam folders, promotion folder, and all that folder, and 100% you will found the mail. So Aryan is saying that he has checked the spam, but I have not received any mail. So Aryan, can you like confirm like when you have registered? Have you registered like recently or on the form when the form first came up? And Yes is also having a doubt like we have to do every lab in 45 minutes of time duration. So yeah, it depends on lab to lab. So the lab we are currently doing on the session was set for 45 minutes. There are few labs that are for 30 minutes maybe for extra time as well. But yeah, on average every lab is around 45. That's the maximum. And also the 45 minutes is the maximum limit. So you will be able to complete the lab in 20 to 25 minutes only. That 10 to 15 minutes is an extra margin. Let's say if you are facing some network issue or something, just like today we were facing some issues. So that's a margin time. Let's say if you are facing some issues. So,
For credit subscription, just spend at least five minute on fundamental lab. Otherwise, you will not get the credits.
Aryan is saying it's about 4 or 5 days he has registered. So Aryan, are you 100% sure that you have registered successfully? And secondly, have you registered with the same email ID you are checking with? Because okay. So check on have you checked on the promotions and forums as well because it might land there as well, not in spam folder. So there are some folders in Gmail for promotions, forums, update. Check on that folder. Maybe you will found them in. Okay, you have checked already. Okay, so you can do one thing. You can contact us via email or something, and just share your email ID, and I'll have a look. What's the issue? You can join the Discord server because I shared the link. Just go to Discord, tag me, and send your email ID to me. I'll check what's the issue. I guess we don't have so yeah. So with this note, I would like to end the session. Hope you got to know a little bit about how what GCP is, what this program is all about, and to tell you one more thing that is left. Maybe some of you are confused. You have to complete all the track 1 and track 2 both in order to receive the certificate and all the badges. And after completing both the tracks, your account will be monitored and we will be regularly checking like which lab you have already completed. And after completing both the tracks in each and every lab, you will be eligible for the swags and all those things that you have seen on the posters or on the website. So this is one thing. So make sure to complete all the labs you have. So let's say if you have enrolled right now with the code. So we have enrolled today only. It's 27 p.m. right now. So some of you are enrolling at 7 p.m. Then that monthly subscription would only be available for 1 month. So make sure that complete all the tracks, track 1 and track 2 before 27. Okay, and that's one thing that you have. And the process is already clear. I guess Prerna has already cleared the main process that you have to do and follow for completing an app or something. You might face some network issue just like we were facing, but don't worry. Try to refresh, try to do it again. But yeah, you will go through it. So yeah, thank you all for joining. And does anyone want to say anything else? First, Prerna, Sairam, Deep, Srishti, Anurag.
Thank you all to joining us.
And if you have some doubt later on, you just send us the mail or join the Discord server. Okay, thank you all.